Have you ever seen a fighter who looks more like a martial artist in the Octagon? Today we're talking about Michel Pereira, the incredible fighter who brought the unique style of Capoeira to MMA. In this video, you'll discover how he combines acrobatic movements and precise strikes to dominate his opponents, creating a showcase of technique and creativity that few can match. If you're a fan of martial arts or someone looking for inspiration to overcome challenges creatively, this video is for you. We'll explore how Michel Pereira developed his style, the rigorous training, and the mindset behind his spectacular performances. You'll understand how Capoeira, with its rich history and fluidity, can be a powerful tool in the Octagon and in life. Have you ever wondered how to add more creativity and effectiveness to your routine, whether at work, in studies, or in sports? Then stay with us. We're diving into Michel Pereira's journey and learning valuable lessons that you can apply in your daily life. Ready to get inspired and revolutionize your way of facing challenges? Let's get started. Michel Pereira was born in Tucumã, Pará, and from a young age he was drawn to martial arts. He began his journey with Capoeira, a Brazilian martial art that combines elements of dance, music, and acrobatics. Michel quickly stood out for his agility and creativity, traits that would later become his trademark in MMA. Michel's transition to MMA was not immediate. Initially, he ventured into other forms of combat sports, but always felt that Capoeira offered something unique. By incorporating the fluid and acrobatic movements of Capoeira into his MMA training, Michel began to develop a style that not only challenged his opponents, but also delighted audiences. Adapting Capoeira to MMA brought many challenges. Michel had to modify traditional techniques to make them effective in the Octagon. He also faced skepticism from trainers and other fighters who questioned the viability of his style. However, his determination and passion for Capoeira kept him focused on his goal. Over time, Michel Pereira began to gain recognition in the MMA scene. His fights became must-see events, with fans eager to see what surprising moves he would showcase next. His ability to blend Capoeira with MMA set him apart from other fighters and earned him a prominent place in the sport. Today, Michel is an example of innovation and perseverance. His journey from the early days of Capoeira to stardom in MMA is a story of dedication and creativity. He has not only introduced a new technique to the sport, but has also inspired many to view MMA from a new perspective. Michel Pereira's acrobatic movements are one of the most striking features of his fighting style. He uses jumps, spins, and unexpected strikes that constantly keep his opponents on the defensive. These movements, often directly taken from Capoeira, are both an offensive tool and a way to keep his opponents off balance. A classic example is the use of the meia lua de compasso, a typical Capoeira move where the fighter spins on one hand and delivers a kick with the opposite leg. In the Octagon, Michel adapted this move to attack from unexpected angles, catching many opponents by surprise. These movements not only showcase his technical skill, but also his ability to innovate constantly. In addition to acrobatic movements, Michel also stands out for the fluidity of his attacks. He can quickly transition between different fighting styles, confusing his opponents and creating opportunities for unexpected strikes. This fluidity is a direct reflection of his Capoeira background, where continuity and improvisation are essential. Another crucial aspect of Michel's style is his defense. Instead of relying solely on brute force, he uses dodges and quick movements to avoid strikes, turning defense into a form of counterattack. This makes his fights not only efficient, but also visually impressive, keeping spectators on the edge of their seats. The effectiveness of Michel Pereira's style in the Octagon is proven by his victories and the difficulty many of his opponents face in trying to predict his movements. His unique approach not only expands the technical possibilities of MMA, but also demonstrates how creativity can be a powerful tool in any field, including martial arts. Michel Pereira's training is as unique as his fighting style. He combines traditional MMA exercises with specific Capoeira practices, creating a routine that enhances both his strength and flexibility. Intensive strength and conditioning workouts are interspersed with Capoeira sessions where he perfects acrobatic movements and the fluidity required for his performances. Michael's daily routine includes strength training such as weightlifting and resistance exercises, which are essential for any MMA fighter. Additionally, he dedicates significant time to cardiovascular training, ensuring he is always in excellent physical shape to endure the demands of intense fights. A crucial element of his training is the constant practice of capoeira movements. Michael spends several hours each week rehearsing acrobatic kicks, spins, and dodges, refining each movement to make it as effective as possible in the octagon. He also trains with partners to simulate fight situations, applying his techniques in realistic scenarios. Mental preparation is another fundamental aspect of Michel's regimen. He practices meditation and visualization techniques to maintain calm and focus during fights. The mindset of overcoming obstacles and the philosophy of resilience from capoeira are integrated into his training, helping him face both physical and psychological challenges. Michel also works with a team of specialists, including MMA coaches, nutritionists, and physiotherapists, ensuring he is always at his best. This holistic approach to training and preparation allows Michel to continue innovating and excelling in MMA, always staying one step ahead of his opponents. Michel Pereira's mentality is deeply influenced by the philosophy of capoeira, which values resilience, adaptability, and creativity. From a young age, he learned that capoeira is more than just a martial art. It is a form of expression and a way to face life's challenges with grace and determination. Discipline is a central characteristic in Michel's life. He rigorously follows his training routine and maintains a balanced diet, ensuring his body is always prepared for the demands of MMA. This discipline is not just physical but also mental, allowing him to stay focused even in the most challenging situations. Michel's motivation comes from his passion for capoeira and MMA. He is driven by the desire to show the world that capoeira can be an effective technique in the octagon. This passion propels him to keep innovating and pushing the limits of what is possible in fighting, always looking for ways to surprise and delight the audience. The philosophy of capoeira also teaches the importance of community and respect. Michel values the support of his coaches, teammates, and fans, recognizing that his success is the result of collective effort. He strives to be a positive role model, inspiring others to pursue their dreams with the same determination and creativity. In summary, Michel Pereira's mentality and philosophy are a combination of discipline, passion, and respect. These qualities not only make him an exceptional fighter, but also a source of inspiration for those looking to overcome challenges in their own lives. Through his journey, Michel shows that with dedication and creativity, any obstacle can be overcome. Michel Pereira is revolutionizing MMA with his unique fighting style, bringing a new perspective to the sport. His ability to integrate capoeira movements into MMA not only challenges technical limits, but also redefines what is possible inside the octagon. Each of Michel's fights is a demonstration of innovation, keeping fans eagerly anticipating his next appearances. Michel's contribution to MMA goes beyond victories and spectacular performances. He is paving the way for other fighters to explore new techniques and styles, encouraging greater diversity in the sport. His creative approach inspires others to think outside the box, promoting an environment where innovation is valued and celebrated. Michel's impact is also felt in how his opponents prepare to face him. Fighting against Michel requires constant adaptation, as his movements are unpredictable and challenging to counter. This forces his opponents to elevate their own skills and strategies, contributing to the overall evolution of MMA. Fans and analysts alike have recognized Michel Pereira as a game-changer in the sport. His fights are not just competitions but events that showcase the beauty and complexity of martial arts. By combining athleticism, creativity, and technique, Michel has set a new standard for what it means to be an MMA fighter. In conclusion, Michel Pereira's influence on MMA is profound and far-reaching. He has introduced a fresh, dynamic element to the sport, inspiring both current and future generations of fighters. Through his dedication and innovative spirit, Michel is not only advancing MMA, but also inspiring a broader appreciation for the artistry within martial arts.